YouTube. My name is Harper, and today I'm going to tell you a story that really shows a lot about 12/13-year-old Harper, because this was whack as shit. And it's my fault that it was whack as shit. So I don't even know how to get into the story because it's there's a lot of exposition, but I will tell you the exposition because it gets fucking crazy. I'm not kidding. This is probably one of the craziest things I have ever done in my whole life. When I think I was 13 years old. I don't remember. I was either 12 or 13. I had no friends, so what I did was I made up imaginary friends. I know, sad, right? I'm kidding. It's really not that sad. People do that all the time. But I basically I had a little Samsung slide phone. It had the keyboard on it and you slid it up. And I put a bunch of fake contacts in there. And I like made up fake people. And I had a fake boyfriend who was from France. His name was Francis. If you know, you know. But I'm pretty sure I was IRL attached to this fake person because who else I didn't have any friends. So what happened was me and my cousins, when we were younger, we would hang out at my grandparents' house for we'd sleep over for a week or so in their basement and we all hang out. And I would pretend to be on the phone with my fake boyfriend and some of my other friends, one of my best friends. So I pretended, I would set an alarm on my phone so it seemed my phone was ringing. So I would open up the alarm and pretend to go talk for hours. And because of that, I'm really, really good at fake phone combos. If you ever need someone to sound like they're on the phone, I'm your girl. I don't know why you would ever need that, but I think it was 2013. My grandparents took us all to Washington, D.C. That is the first and last time I will go there. There's nothing interesting there at all. The White House, okay. The Lincoln Memorial, okay. So what happened was we were all staying in the Sheraton or something. It was some 2-3 star hotel that you get points with. It was one of those hotels. Basically we had 2 rooms. It was one room that had a king size bed that all the girls were going to sleep on. There was a king size bed, I think a couch that let out, so all 4 of us could stay in there. And there were 2 guys and my grandparents. They stayed in the next room, which is a suite, so they had a pull-out couch and a room where my grandparents were staying. So we all had a place to sleep, and there was a door in between, so it was actually 2 separate rooms. So if you locked it from one end, you could not get in, which is important. It was 2-3 a.m. or something. I did not like to sleep when I was hanging out with my cousins because we always had a good time. Well, not really. I would get beat up a lot by my cousins because I would be fight me, and then they would. It was 2-3 a.m. and I was hanging out with my cousin Tracy, and we were I was in his room because my other cousin was asleep on the bed. And then me and Tracy were hanging out, watching, George Lopez or something like that on the TV. And Francis called me because he was in France for the summer with his family. He lived right outside of Paris in some city called, Antony or something. I don't know. I literally had a whole address for him because I wanted to make him seem like a literal person. And so I was on the phone with him because it was, 8 a.m. or something over there. I don't know what the time difference was. But I was yeah, I'm calling him because he just woke up. So I was talking to him on the phone for literally an hour. This is how, wow, that's so pathetic. I literally was talking to a fake person for an hour, and my cousin Tracy was can you go to bed? It's 2 a.m. I want to go to sleep. Can you go back in your room and shut the hell up and go to sleep? And I was no. Because everyone in my room was asleep and he was awake, and I was I'm gonna go in the room where someone's awake so I don't wake everybody up in my room, right? And so what happened was Tracy was please shut the hell up, and I was I'm not shutting up, so I just kept talking to Francis for for another half hour, and Tracy was I will beat the living shit out of you. He was so mad. He was can you please shut up? And he would wrestle me from the phone. He tried to take my phone out of my hand and would pull my phone from me, and I was no, because if he took the phone he would realize I wasn't talking to fucking anybody, and I was you cannot have my phone. So he was wrestling for my phone, and what happened was he picked up the phone and he was he's trying to talk to Francis, and then I grabbed it from him before Francis could reply, and I was you cannot talk to him. Because I was woo! I couldn't risk him knowing that this dude is not real. So took the phone back, and then I was Francis, I gotta go. because I was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. So I hung up on Francis. And what happened is I was super duper mad at my cousin because I was like, you took my phone. I don't want to talk to my fucking boyfriend. Like, you are an asshole. And he started like insulting Francis. He was like, he's a French bastard. Fuck him and his French ass looking like a fucking baguette. Like, I don't know what. It was some dumb, some dumb insults. But like, I got really mad at him. And then I was like, I'm gonna call him back because I'm mad. So I picked up the phone to call Francis back because I was like mad at Tracy. I wanted to piss him off more. So I was gonna call him back, and he took my phone again, put it in his pocket, and was like, go to bed. And I was like, no, like, I'm not going to bed. I'm talking to Francis. And so he wouldn't give me my phone back, and I didn't want to like reach to his pocket because I wasn't trying to grab anything. If you know, you know. But like, so what I did, we had a kitchen in that suite that they were living in. And so I went to the drawer and I took out a knife and I was like, Tracy. And then I pointed at him and I was like, Tracy, give me my phone back. And he gave me my fucking phone back. He was like, he was literally like, oh my God, here's your phone. Like, he literally thought I was gonna kill him because I was getting really, really mad. And like, you could see it in my face. I was just like, Tracy, give me that phone back. And he was like, okay. I do not know what compelled me to do this to this day. Like, I don't know. I guess I was just really, really defensive, and I didn't know how else to get my phone back from this dude, because I was like, if he finds out that I am not actually dating this French guy, I look even more pathetic than I already did, which is pretty pathetic. And so I got my phone back. I did not call him back. But what happened was I went to the bathroom in my room. Like, so I had to go through the 2 doors in between the 2 rooms. Went to the bathroom in my room, and I was gonna come back and hang out with Tracy again because I was like, I'm bored, I want to go to bed. I want to hang out with my cousin. You know, everything's fine. Even though I almost just killed him. Well, even though I pretended like I was going to kill him, I was not going to kill him. I fully was not going to kill him, or he thought I was. I was not. I'm not going to kill anybody. Prison is not the place for me. And then I came out the bathroom, and the door was closed and locked to the other room, and I was just like, Tracy, I gotta get inside. And he was like, no, you don't, go to bed in your room. So I kept like banging on the fucking door. Woke everybody up in the fucking 2 rooms. They were all like, go to bed. And I was just like, I'm not going to bed. I kept banging on the door. He would not let me in. And I kept like shaking the handle. He would not let me in. And then I did like a body slam against the door. And then I was like, oh my God. I heard like a giant crack. And I had cracked the whole door frame. The whole door frame had like a giant line just cracked through it. And I was like, I did that. I laid down in bed. It was like, I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was just sitting there. There was no like Twitter or anything to look through because I was like 13. I didn't have a smartphone, so I literally sat there and I was like, bro, what the fuck just happened? And in the morning, Tracy tried to like relay the story to everyone, and no one was believing him. No, everyone was like, she wouldn't kill you. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't kill you. And he was like, she almost killed me, guys. And they were like, no, she didn't. And I got away with it. The entire thing, when I was younger, I was profane as hell. I was just like, fuck you, Tracy, you're a motherfucking bitch. Fuck you and your mother. I hope you fucking die in a ditch, you ugly ass piece of shit. Like, I was saying stuff like that. At age 13, I literally, every sentence I said, I was just being profane. And my grandparents heard it. Because they were literally right there. They heard the whole thing take place because they were right there. And they still believe that Tracy was the one at fault for taking my phone from me. And that's what it's like to be a girl, I guess. I don't know. Who's younger than everybody else. So that was cool. I never did apologize to him, I don't think. I was just like, I wasn't going to kill you. And he was like, yes, you were. And I was like, I really wasn't. And he didn't, I don't think he believed me. Me and Francis technically never broke up, but being honest, he just kind of faded out of existence. Literally, let me tell you the backstory that I made up about me and Francis. Oh my God. Gregory Middle School. So it was like, he was from France. He like transferred in like 7th grade. That's when I met him. And what had happened was we were at some club after school. We were at, it was called Gregory Gourmets. It was where you, it was a cooking club. I was actually in that club. I made it up where it was like, we were in the club together, but it was cute, and we were waiting in the front of the, it was January. We were waiting in front of the school for our parents to pick us up. And so, and he had a scarf. He had a blue striped scarf, and literally he left it on the table and his parents came to get him, so he left without his scarf, and I was like, oh my god, he left his scarf. So I went, and I grabbed his scarf off the table, and I ran after him, and I was like, Francis, you forgot your scarf. And he was like, merci. Wait, fuck. How do you speak French? He was like, merci beaucoup. And I was like, oh my god, he speaks French. He was like, yeah, je suis from France. And I was like, oh my fucking god. And then he was like, quel numero? That's not what you're supposed to say. I don't know. Bitch, I took French for 3 years, don't know a single thing. He asked for my phone number, and we started talking. After that, that's literally how it, that's how it happened in my little middle school brain, who wanted a boyfriend and friends and people to not hate me, which I never got because middle school was living hell for me. But yeah, that's the story. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. And have a blessed day.